First place, Paul Mullin. We can only dream, Wrexham fans. We can dream of having a striker like Paul Mullin at the club. We can only dream as Wrexham fans to see Mullin in the new Wrexham shirt. The possibility of this happening is probably 5% to 10%. Before the video starts, I want 120 likes on today's video, so I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to hit the like button. I hope you've done it. Let's get into the transfer news. So, as the National League season has come to an end, and as well as Wrexham's season has come to an end, it's time that transfer rumours start speculating, players get linked to the club. But today, I'm going to be picking 5 players that I think Wrexham should put a bid in for and try and sign this summer transfer window. The first player we're going to be talking about is Ben Hennigan. Now, this is a defender who made 43 appearances in League One for Wimbledon last season. Following their relegation to League Two, he has been released by the Wombles. A move back into League One is most likely going to happen for the centre defender, but with the money Wrexham are offering at the minute and with the incredible owners we have, it would be hard to reject an offer from us at the minute. Obviously, Hennigan, he would be within our budget. We've spent incredible amounts of money on wages from players in League One, and I think we could get Hennigan to the club. He also made 60 plus appearances for Blackpool as well in League One. He's an experienced defender who is obviously bringing a great amount of knowledge down to the National League. I would love him at Wrexham, but with his history of playing for Chester, would he not want to come? Because that I don't know, but the past is the past. It's what he wants to do and what's best for him. Like I said, he'll probably go to League One, a League One club, but we can only hope. The next player, Jordan Willis. Now, if we don't sign Hennigan, then I would like us to go in for Jordan Willis. He's a 27-year-old defender who has recently been released by Championship side Sunderland. He played consistently in League One for Sunderland and Coventry for the past 4 seasons. So he's clearly still got a lot in him because he's only 27 years of age. Like we said, for Hennigan, a big contract would probably be needed for Willis. Willis has recently come back from a long-term injury, so that's why his game time this season was very limited. He only made 15 appearances, and obviously Sunderland getting promoted, their backline was solid, and I don't think there was a way that Willis would get any game time for them in the Championship. Could Phil Parkinson pull off a madness by getting Willis into the club? We don't know. Obviously, what we saw with Hayden when he got injured, we were playing players out of position. Tyler French, who's a right wing back, we were playing him centre defender. Tom O'Connor, who's a natural playing midfielder, was slotted into defence, especially for the big game in the FA Trophy final. So it would be nice to have that reassurance by getting another defender in, and I think Willis would definitely be the man to do that. Like Hennigan, though, he will obviously be looking to relocate to probably a League One club. Shrewsbury, I don't know why, but Shrewsbury's sticking out for me if he was to go to any club. But Jordan Willis is a defender I would love to see sign for the Reds. The next player, you might think I'm stupid, Liam Roberts. I think we should go in for Northampton Town goalkeeper Liam Roberts. Now, he is a great upcoming goalkeeper who obviously we said has played for Northampton Town. He played a massive role in their success this season where they missed out crazily on automatic promotion and failed in the playoffs. He cemented himself as a regular at the League Two side, and at the age of 20 he was a consistent player in the starting 11 for Walsall. He's a highly rated keeper and he's got a bright future ahead of him. Like we said, I think a new keeper at Wrexham is needed because obviously Laneson is very injury prone, which is a real shame because on his day Laneson's an incredible goalkeeper, but I do think we need to get one in, and I think Liam Roberts would be an incredible signing. Like the other two we said about, it would need a lucrative offer for Northampton to accept because he played 47 games in this season. He nearly played every game for them in any competition, so it would be hard to get him into the club, and like we said, he's got a bright future ahead, and if there was any interest in him, it would probably come from a team in the league above or maybe even the Championship. He would be an incredible addition, and like we said, I think we'd have to splash the cash and pay £150,000 plus for him. But yeah, Liam Roberts, I think he'd be an incredible keeper to get into the club. Joe Sabarra, now there's loads of there was lots of speculation about him joining in the January transfer window. Loads of people saying it was a done deal and they were just waiting for the announcement. That never happened. I am 99.9% sure though there was some stuff going on behind the scenes trying to get him into the club. I might be wrong, but from what we've heard, some very reliable sources were saying we were interested in him, and there was stuff going on behind the scenes. We all know the player he is. I've made multiple videos on him. He's skillful, he's fast on the ball, he creates chances, and most importantly, he scores goals. He scored 18 goals this season for the Moors. And I do think if Solihull get promoted, because obviously they do play in the National League final this weekend, I think it would be very hard to get him to come back down to the National League. He seems very happy at Solihull. But like we said, if he went up a league, we'd either have to compete with another club to get him in, or we'd have to pay double the amount we'll have to pay him if he does stay in the National League next season with Solihull. It is reported as well Sutton United are rumoured to be making a move for him, but that's not official yet. I would happily have Sabarra in this team, and I'd love it for us to sign him, but I just want to know, where would he fit in? Because obviously he plays in that centre attacking midfield role, and we have an incredible player in Jordan Davis there. It's hard to know where Sabarra would fit in. And the last player, Vadine Oliver. Now, another player we were rumoured to sign in January for a 6-figure fee, which luckily never happened because recently he was on the retained list to be released by Gillingham. Like we said, he's recently been released, and if we could snatch him up on a free, that would be an incredible bonus, because imagine if we'd have paid 100,000 plus for him in January a few months back, only for him to be released a couple of months forward. 10 goals in 38 games in League One isn't bad going for Oliver. Having seen his previous scoring records, it didn't fill me with confidence. But having seen his stats at Gillingham, he obviously enjoyed his time then, got the right service, because I think he scored something in 27 goals in the past 2 seasons, so he's found the back of the net at Gillingham. He'd be something different to add up top alongside Mullen and Palmer. He'd obviously have that injection of pace, and obviously, would he start in this team? Probably not. I'd say it would be interesting to see if we did sign Oliver, because he's obviously got League 2 quality, Would he be happy to sit on the bench week in, week out? Probably not. So this is why I think this transfer is probably not going to happen. But I would like to see it happen, though. And don't get me wrong as well, this would have to be one of the best backup strikers of all time the National League has seen. So yeah, let me know in the comments one player you would sign if you were Phil Parkinson in this summer transfer window. It's got to be realistic. I could have had a couple of other names on here. John McAtee, Pat Jones, who we have been linked with. James Norwood, he's been rumoured as well in January, and he's recently been released. So yeah, there are a few names that I could have added into this list. Make sure to drop this video a big thumbs up. Like I said, I want 125 likes. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're something like 14 away from 3.6k, so make sure to get subscribed with the notification bell turned on, and I'll see you guys in the next video, which will probably most likely be a transfer video. Until then, take care.